Hey guys, Priscilla here, your Pampered Chef consultant, always here to help you save some time and money in the kitchen. I am here today. I'm going to make a chicken breast with our sous vide method of cooking. I want to see how that turns out. I usually either grill chicken breasts in our grill pan, or sometimes I've done it in the air fryer, and of course rotisserie chicken. Now the key is I seasoned the chicken breast. I put some barbecue rub on there. And I had set the temperature for my water bath. I think it took about 30 minutes for it to heat up. And I set the temperature, the time for cooking, and then it beeps at me when it's time to add. So the water's temperature's up to what it should be. One little secret, if you have problems, and I haven't had problems yet, but if you have problems, see, I'm leaving a little space open. If you've got problems getting all the air out, as you lower that into the water bath, it helps push any excess air out of there. And so then you can seal it there. So that'll work that way too. And you want to make sure that's sealed, and you want to make sure that the chicken is down on the bottom there, and it is. So we have all the air out of the bag, and we leave the seal part above the water. And then we're going to go ahead and put the lid back on, and then it says add. We're just going to give it a quick press, and I'm going to cook it for 3 hours. Doesn't really take much energy. Somebody calculated all the energy it takes. And it's about less than 10 cents an hour or whatever. It's about the same as you would having anything plugged in, especially once it comes to temperature. So we'll let that in there. That way I can go and do whatever else I want to do. And when it beeps that it's done, I can take that out and I will show the finished product to you then. And by then I may have some roasted vegetables done in the air fryer, and that could be dinner tonight. And I understand it's supposed to be nice and moist and juicy, and so that's what I'm anxious to try. And you get to see it along here with me. We'll be back in a little bit. Hey guys, I am back. My sous vide chicken breast is done. You see, I'm gonna pull it out of the bath over here. And if you don't actually get it at the exact time it's done, it's no problem. This will hold it up to 2 hours at a, can I turn this off again? At the temperature that you need it to be. So what I'm going to do is we're going to dry it just a little bit so we can get a good sear on that. Now it's important to have your skillet good and hot before you sear. That will help get you that nice brown look that you want. And then I used avocado oil because avocado oil has a high smoke point. And I've got my apron on so I don't splash myself too. So I've ruined many a shirt that way. And just a minute on either side. And let me grab a plate here. And actually, may not even need it in there. And I will grab a knife and fork. So you can brown it as much as you want. If you want to make sure you don't overcook it, you can always have the lowest temperature for the chicken in the sous vide for a nice moist, juicy, tender. I think it says 145. I know we always cook our chicken to 160 when we're cooking it. But the thing is, when you're searing it and stuff, it will finish. The key is that it's cooked the whole way through. And we'll go ahead and we're going to cut that open. Turn it off. And cast iron is great. The cast iron skillet's a great skillet to use for searing. And we will show you our chicken here. is nice and juicy, you know, so if you cook it at a higher temperature, you'll have it less juicy. And actually, I could probably just cut that with a fork, the way that is. And we shall see how that is. Super good. So it's nice, moist, juicy, tender. Not a problem. Sous vide is kind of like a fix it and forget about it too type of cooking. And you can always do your sides while you're waiting for that to be, so everything's done at the same time. So actually I have fries and some potato fries and sweet potato fries and Brussels sprouts that I've done right along with our air fryer. So that will be dinner tonight. So I hope that gives you a little idea of what it's like to cook with sous vide. And then if you've got any questions, I'll be glad to answer them. Have a great rest of your day.